Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about goto statement in C++. Goto is a jump control statement in C++. So, we will be discussing how to write goto and what are the uses of goto. So, the goto statement is a use of transferring the control of a program to a given label. So, label is a kind of identifier. We define our label, we can give any name to the label, and to we use goto statement to transfer the control to this label. So, used to transfer control to a specified label. Label is an identifier that specifies the place where branches to be made. Label is placed immediately before the statement where the control has to be transferred. So, goto can transfer the control in forward direction also and in backward direction also. So, this is the syntax of goto label, goto and label, and where we find as soon as the compiler find the goto statement, it skips the it skips the program statements written after goto and it's the search for the label and it go to the label. So, this is called forward jump. Here goto label, compiler will search the label in all over the program, and where it find the label it go to the label. So, it is called backward jump. So, now we will write a program just to make things clear that how this goto statement works. So, let us say we are writing a program to input age of some person, okay, and what we say that age cannot be more than 100. We assume that age cannot be more than 100. So, let us say input age, okay, and to input age, or I should write it here only, input age less than 100, okay, because we assume that age should be less than 100. So, go to the next line. Now, let us say we will input the age, C in age. Now, here we check if age greater than 100. So, what we want, if our age is greater than 100, that compiler should ask the age again because it should not be greater than 100. So, here we write a label before this statement because we want to write it here. So, let us say label is read, okay. So, this is the syntax. Whenever you write label, label should follow a semicolon, a colon, not semicolon. So, this is syntax for label, and here I write goto read, okay. So, this goto is a keyword. Just keep this in mind, label is an identifier. You can make any label A, B, C, X, Y, Z, read, print, any name. You can give any name to the label, but goto is a keyword. So, goto read, goto is a keyword, and this read label is an identifier. Okay. Now, let us write otherwise. If it is not so, then what it has, compiler has to do, it should print the age, cout age of person is equal to age. So, this is called backward jump. Now, let us run it. let's say I enter the age 33. So there is no problem, it will show us age of the person is 33. But let's say again I enter age and I enter a negative number. Oh sorry, I enter more than 100, let's say 150. So input age less than 100. Until unless this age would be less than 100, it keeps on asking that input. Now as soon as I write 22, it will never go inside if, and it will give you output of the age. Now the second condition is age cannot be less than 100. So we can write it here, and age is greater than 0. It cannot be 0 or less than 0. So age greater than 100, and if age greater than 100, this if age less than 0. So okay, so you should input here age less than 100 and greater than 0. So now if I would input the negative number also, then also it will ask again. So let's say I input 95. Just a minute, maybe I write some wrong condition. If age greater than 100 and age greater than 0, because we write and. Okay, or if I write it less than 0, so then I should put or. Then I should put here or. Now let's run it. So let's say minus 25. So now if I enter greater than 100 or less than 0, for both condition it will keep me asking again until unless we input the correct age. So this is called go to statement. Just a short revision, what we do, we can make a label. This label can be any identifier, you can give any name to the label, and if you do not want any statement to execute, write go to, and when you write go to read, so when compiler will read this label, compiler will go to the label. It will repeat the statement after the label again and again until unless it will not reach to the go to, or you can say until unless your statements are correct. So now let's say, but this go to is not a good programming practice. We should not use the go to statement. What are the disadvantages of using go to statement? The use of go to statement is highly discouraged as it makes the program logic very complex. And even if you are a programmer is writing the program, because it was a short program of just 10 to 15 lines, so you can read it clearly. But if you write a big program, it makes the logic very complex. So we should avoid using go to. Use of go to makes the task of analyzing and verifying the correctness of program, particularly those who involves the loop, very difficult. So we should not use the go to. Use of go to can be simply avoided using break and continue statement. Use of go to can be avoided using break and continue statement. Or you can say use of go to can be replaced with break and continue statement. And go to statement violates the rules of structured programming. So because it is unstructured, it can go anywhere in the program, and structured programming says that it will go step by step. So we should avoid using go to. It is not a good programming practice to use go to. So how we can avoid using go to? So it is written that simply you can avoid go to statement with break and continue. So now we will write a program with the help of go to, and then we will replace that program with the help of while, with the help of break continue statement. That how can we replace it? So let's say program is to sum all positive integers entered by the user. What does it mean? It means, for example, user enters these numbers 1 2 3 1 2 5 minus 6 7 minus 8 and 9. Okay, so what this program will give, it will give you sum of only the positive numbers like 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9, because 6 and 8 are negative, so the sum should be 24. So we are going to write this program. So first we will write this program using goto, and then I will show you how can you replace the goto with break and continue, and how can you replace everything only using loop. So let's say we have a number, we have to input this number, and because we are doing the sum, we declare a variable sum that is initialized to 0. Now let's say cout, enter the number, enter the number, and let's say what we say, that if number is equal to 0, then we will stop, we will end the program. So enter 0 0 0 to end the program. So because up to what level we will enter the number. So as if somebody wants to end the program, it can he can enter 0 0 0. Now see in number. Now what we want? We want to we want to sum only the positive numbers. So let's say if let's say if number greater than 0, then sum plus is equal to number. So this is the simple program just to print the sum, and here we will print the sum. Cout sum is equal to sum, end line. But in what happens in this program? In this program we will ask only one time for the number, and then what type of sum we are going, because we didn't use any loop. So let's say we are using a label, and I write label here, read, okay, and if sum greater than 0, then it's okay, and every time it is going to go to read. So whenever you enter a number, it will input it, number greater than 0, it will put the sum, and then it will go to the read statement again. Then it will if sum is greater than 0, then it will do the sum, and it will print the. But now how to exit, because we say that when if number is 0 0 0, then it should exit the loop. So if number not equal to this, then it is going to perform all this task, otherwise no. So now what happens? If number is it will see input the number, if number is equal to 0, then it will print the sum 0, and then it's okay, it will never go inside the loop. Okay, if number is not equal to 0, then it will check. If number is positive, it will make the sum, again it will ask for the input the number. So it will be continuing like this. So for example, let's say I run the program. Okay, now let's say we input 1, then 2, until unless we input 0 it will keep asking, then -6, then 7, then -8, then 9. Now let's say I want to end the program, so it will give you sum and it will end it, and it will sum only the positive numbers. So this is how we can write the program of calculating sum of the only the positive numbers using goto. So here we didn't write any loop. Simply what we do, if number is not equal to 0, then we perform if number greater than, then we check for if number greater than 0, then it go to the number, and always it is means like it sums the number and it again go to the label read. It again asks for inputting the number. As soon as the number is 0, it will not go inside the, it will not read the goto. So compiler's control come here and it will give you sum. So this is the simple program. Now I will write this program without using goto statement. Now I will write this program without using goto. So how does this work? So let's say, simple. So I'll remove everything from here. Okay. So now let's say I am asking for inputting the number, and up to when we have to input this number, we have to run the loop while this number is not equal to 0, 0, 0. What we are going to do, if number is greater than 0, then we are going to calculate the sum plus equal to number. Fine. If number is not greater than 0, then we are not going to calculate the sum. But what happen? It is again asking the number one time. So what I will do, I will print it inside the loop again. Control V, and then cout sum equal to sum. So what this program is doing, it is inside the loop, again it is keep asking you for inputting the number, and again it is checking the number. So instead of incrementing or decrementing the number, what we write here, we write how we are changing the number every time we are inputting the number. And as soon as you input 0, 0, 0 for number, it will exit the loop itself and it will give you sum. So the same program I write without using goto. So now let's say again we will input the same numbers 1, 2, 5, -6, 7, -8 and 9. Now I will input 0. So I want to exit the loop, and now sum is 24. So now you can check that we write the same program without using the goto statement. Now the same program, now again what we do, we will write the same program using continue. How we can replace goto with continue? So let's say here I write again, because I have to input until unless number is not equal to 0, not equal to 0. Now what we are doing, again we will check if number less than 0, then what we have to do, here we are checking for less than 0. If number is less than 0, then we will ask for input again, but we will not do anything. So it will ask for input number again and continue. If number is not less than 0, then what we will do, it means number is greater than 0, sum plus is equal to number, and then we will see out the sum here. And after this again we have to input the number again. So here we will also just write this statement. After doing the sum, we will again ask to input the number. This is to change the value of number, and then cout sum is equal to sum. So now what this program is doing, for example, let's say here number should not be equal to 0. As soon as number is equal to 0, it will not do anything and it will simply go to this statement and print the sum. Now for example, number is not equal to 0, so it will check if number is less than 0. If number is less than 0, compiler will ask again to input the number and continue. Continue means now it will skip all the step in the loop after written continue. So it will not do sum once it will ask. If number is greater than 0, it will not go inside the if control. Now it will add the sum to the number and then again ask for the input. So let's run the program again with the same input. The same program, with same input, program using continue. 1, 2, 5, minus 6, 7, minus 8 and 9. Now if I enter 0, 0, it will not go inside the loop and it is going to give you sum, that is equal to 0. So this is how we can we can replace our goto with the continue statement. This is how we can replace goto with continue statement. Now we will write using the same program. Now I will show you how you can write the same program using break. So everything will be same here, up to here everything will be same. So now what we have to do? We have to use break. So here I will check while 1 until unless the condition is true, until unless it is 1. What we do? If number is equal to 0, if number is equal to 0, then what we have to do? We have to break the loop. Because we are using break statement, that's why I write condition like this, until unless the condition is true, because otherwise if I write some condition here and I break the loop, it will never ask again, because break say it will break the loop. And then else if number is less than 0, if number less than 0, if number is less than 0, then what we have to do? We have to ask for input again. So simply I'll copy paste it here. We have to ask the input again. Else if it is not the case, it means number is going to be a positive number. So we will write sum plus is equal to number, and again it should ask for input until unless it encounters a 0. And then it should calculate the sum. So it should print the sum here. Cout sum is equal to sum end line. So what this program is doing? It will condition will always be true until unless we break the loop. Okay. So as soon as you will enter the 0, it will break the loop. Else if it will check for a negative number. If number is negative, compiler will not do anything, simply it will ask input again. So if the number is positive, then it will calculate the sum, it will add sum to the number, and then it will ask to input number again. Until unless you want to input, you can keep inputting the number. As soon as you will input the 0, you will break the loop and come out. So let's check this program also. Let's run and check this program how it is working. See, with the same input we will check the program with the same input. So let's say it is 1, 2, 5, minus 6, 7, minus 8 and 9. Now I want to exit. So 0, 0, 0, it will break the loop and give you the sum. So we have checked that how we can replace a goto statement with break statement, with continue statement, or without anything we can write. So what we have to do? We have to write a chain of if and else statement to avoid the goto. So as we have already discussed that it is not a good practice to write a goto statement. So this you have to avoid goto statement, because earlier programming language like Fortran, Basic, which do not have a structured programming, they do not have the structure called loop. So that's why we use goto here. So to avoid goto, you can always use a loop with the help of break and continue, you can avoid goto statement. So in this lecture I show you what is a goto statement, how you can use goto statement, and then how you can write the same program without goto, with goto, and with break, with continue, how what are the different method of writing the same program. Thank you.